Hello guys, we are again starting on EUR charts, the daily time frame. What we can see from yesterday was a very solid push to the downside, not respecting that order block here on the daily time frame and closing below it. So at the moment we are looking for short positions only, since we disrespected all PD areas that should have pushed the price to the upside if we were bullish. So at the moment we will be looking only for a bearish price action here on silver. What we can see on the 4-hour time frame is push to the upside here, sweeping the highs, over here sweeping the highs, and from there on solid push to the downside, market structure shifts, failed higher high, volume imbalance over here, and a very nice push to the downside from yesterday, making some structure to the downside. We have that fair value gap, which I'm expecting to be respected at the moment. If we will keep on pushing to the downside, we have that order book here on the 4-hour time frame. So the only thing that we can look for are those two equal lows over here to be taken out today. The hourly time frame, what we can see over here is a good push from yesterday and kind of consolidating Asia session. We've swept the highs, so at the moment we don't have a structure that we can use to take a short position. So we are leaving it behind and gonna check it out again with the near open to see if we have an SMT above the London highs. Gold, what we can see over here is also a very nice push to the downside, making a market structure shift over here on the daily time frame, and also as well inverting that fair value order book over here, not respecting it, and closing the candle below it. Our target for today should be somewhere around in that zone over here, as well as those targets over here, which is the fair value gap extreme with that swing low point. 4-hour, what we can see on the 4-hour time frame, the push over here, volume imbalance with the daily open yesterday, with the weekly open, very nice push to the downside, inverting that fair value gap. It acts as a support for it, and then we have a very solid structure to the downside. We have that fair value gap over here, which at the moment is tested and should be respected by price if you want to keep on pushing to the downside, and we will be looking for a target somewhere around that zone, some kind of extreme like here maybe should be our take profit zone. The hourly time frame, same exact thing as on silver. We've swept the highs over here on the Asia session, so at the moment we don't have a structure that we can use to take a short position, so we will be as well here waiting for New York session open, maybe manipulation above Asia highs, above London highs again, and then we can probably look for a short. Euro chart, it looks very good here on Euro chart. What we can see is that we have a very solid drop to the downside, making a market structure shift and finally picking in a direction on the daily time frame. And we will be expecting a bearish price action from here. What we can see on the 4-hour time frame is we have that push to the upside yesterday, making us think that the price would want to take those highs, but after it we immediately inverted the price and pushed very hard to downside, making that an inverted fair value gap over here, as well as that big fair value gap here on the 4-hour time frame. So until we are trading below that inverted fair value gap, I will be looking only for short positions. With today target, first one will be over here, and the second one will be over here on the extreme. The hourly time frame, what we can see over here, we have a S&T above Asia session highs, with that candle failing to take them out and pounds taking them out. So at the moment we have a position actually moving on with euro. I've already entered a short position. We tested that fair value gap, which acts as support, and on the 15-minute chart what we can see is we have a very nice push to the downside, making a market structure shift, leaving behind the fair value gap, and the retest of the fair value gap. I've entered into a position. What we can see here is a very big push to the upside, almost taking us out immediately, but after it got a very nice rejection, so we were very safe over here. So we're gonna wait for to see how the position will move on. we have that structure over here, stop loss above swing high, SMT high, take profit over here on the 4-hour candle closure as the safest place for a good RR multiplier. So we will be waiting to see how the price will keep on pushing to the downside. Hopefully from here we have Asia session as a point of interest which can invert the price. So from here on we will be just waiting. Finally, the daily time frame on pound. What we can see over here, again, same idea. That order block here was not respected. We closed candle below it. At the moment, we looks like we want to push the downside. We'll see how the price will react from that fair value gap over here, and if we're going to invert it. If we invert it, then we're for sure moving lower. But until then, we can just see a test of the fair value gap and another push to the upside. So we'll be looking for how the price will react from certain zones, like that fair value gap over here, which was freshly made from yesterday. We have very good structure actually from yesterday. We have that volume imbalance pushed to it, respected the volume imbalance, and from there on a very solid move to the downside, making a market structure shift below that swing low, leaving behind that fair value gap, now a test of it, and we will be probably looking for some kind of a reaction until those swing lows over here. So the hourly time frame, what we can see over here, that's the SMT that I was talking about. We've taken out adjacent highs with that candle over here, which was not taken with euro, and that is why we have a trade on your chart and not here on the pound. We've as well tested that fair value gap here on the hourly time frame, and for the moment we are seeing kind of a solid reaction. We will see how that candle will close after 3 minutes, but at the moment the position is looking okay, so I'll keep on holding it and we will see if it's going to turn out a profitable position. That's it for today, guys.